Alright, greetings and salutations. My name is Comic Fire, and welcome back for more Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner Soul Hackers. In the last episode, we finished up with the second vision quest, and in this episode, I'm going to be showing off something that I never really see the guides talking about. It's a side quest, not a little side quest. I mean, it's a little side quest, but side quests shouldn't have to be gigantic, but either way. Don't know why I'm showing all this off, but here, this will give me time to talk about what I need to talk about. Because I'm not really too well versed in purchasing ammo for my guns. I ignored guns the first time I played this game. And I have no idea why. I think it was because the ammo system, I just felt too limited, so I just kind of ignored it. Which is a bad idea, don't do that. But you might be thinking, hey, I'm running a little low on money, maybe. But this side quest will give you a pretty hefty portion if you don't want to mess around with the casino and stuff. So, I never really see guides talking about this. I've only really looked at one or two guides, and none of them really mentioned this side quest in any sort of detail. Like, they told me where to start it, not what to expect or how to finish it. So, after I finish up with Comics Bazaar shopping adventure.
Alright.
And there it is. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go to Paradigm X, because this is where we're going to be starting it.
Oh, hey, your sister, Tomoko. Is she okay?
What's this, Yuichi? Trying to hit on his sister?
You bastard!
No, I'm not 6. Don't say things like that. I'm an only
Oh,
child,
you're no fun.
so I'm just jealous of people who have siblings. Don't you feel that way too, 6?
What are you talking about? Huh? Yeah, I'm not jealous. Now, come on. We're heading out, let's hurry up. Damn, why do I always have to do the babysitting? See you later. You too, Hitomi.
I guess if you come back to the base in between, like, missions, you can see little moments like that really flesh out the characters. Because I didn't see any of those my first time through. So don't rush through this game. Just take your time, explore, I guess. Of course, I'm probably going to miss a few hefty portions of them myself because I'll forget and ignore it. But, this game needs better walkthroughs.
There's something I need to know right now. I apologize for asking so rudely.
So come to the bathhouse forums and talk to this guy.
I see that.
Anyone voice acted in these is probably important.
You do. I have one last thing to ask you then. This may sound crazy, but have you heard of demons who control demons and use them to fight other demons in the dark places of the world?
That's foolish.
So you do know.
Uh-oh.
I'd like to talk with you a little more, but I'd rather not do it here. Meet me in front of the bank.
Why are you fully clothed inside of a bathhouse? Why is that guy fully? Why are they any of them? You're not supposed to wear your suit in the bath. It's gonna get ruined. It's dry clean only.
Welcome to the... What?
I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to navigating this place, so I get turned around pretty easily.
You're the person I met at the Bathhouse Forum. Thank you for meeting me here. That was you.
Nope.
You knew about summoners, so I
Lies and
wanna
slander.
ask, is there a way for someone to contact a summoner?
Yeah, just go in the yellow pages and,
A summoner?
it's the 90s. That still existed.
I can't believe it. Then please listen to what I have to say.
Okay.
You will. You see, the Amami Bypass isn't actually under construction. It's closed because of a ghost. Well, it's more like a demon. I want that demon defeated.
What'd it do to you?
Can you tell your summoner friend that?
Why not?
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Get to the bypass through the Urashima toll booth. The demon appears at the construction site in Amami Bay. Civilians aren't allowed into the area, so have the summoner tell the guard that they want to speak to No-san. If the summoner defeats that monster, let's meet here again. I'd like to thank you.
Okay. Cool, so now what we have to do is obviously head to the location that he specified. This is actually my second recording of this because the first time I, again, didn't know where to go because the guy didn't specify. And, oof. It's not for the ill-prepared. Anyway, so just head in there and you'll be fine. Well, then it shouldn't be an issue, then. Anyway, so now we have a little side quest. If you hit the L and R buttons, you can move to the left or right, respectively. If you hit the holes, you get into a random encounter. If you hold the B button, I think it is, you can speed up, as you just saw there. Anyway, that was it. See you guys next time. Anyway, there's like 3 little sections to this. And they do get progressively harder. Like, right there caught me up the first time. I deleted the old recording, so I don't have it anymore, but, your window to avoid them is pretty wide, so don't fret if you feel like you're trapped. Just slam on your directional button. I actually don't remember if it was L and R or the left or right D-pad now. You'll figure it out. Just don't chill in any one lane for too long, because that's, oh, there we go. And it's not like the demons you fight are, like, difficult. Couple rounds of Zeo and we're A-okay. But anyway, I do highly recommend picking up new equipment before you do this, because, as you'll see, if you aren't totally prepared, you're gonna get smoked. Alright, summon your demons, and make sure you have something that can use fire spells. Because I didn't, and, it just took a shade longer than it should have. Give your demon some love. Get some... You don't even need Miragi, necessarily. Just get Agi. Agi. Do whatever you need. Get fire.
What do you think you're doing on our streets? Don't tell me you punks are trying to stop me too. Get out of my face, or you're gonna be kissing the pavement.
Oh, Johnny Young Bosch. That's who it was.
No say?
No say? No say is dead, baby. Before you was the man who exchanged his soul for a never-ending rush. The Eternal Rider, the legendary Speed Demon.
Oh my. Well, this doesn't look like it's gonna be fun. Anyway, so now it's a boss fight versus Speed Demon and his 3 little lackeys. I don't remember what they're called. This fight's more of an endurance round than anything else, but, it's not too bad. You need fire, pretty much, because they either, Shit, let me actually pull this up real quick. Okay, they're Headless Riders, and the Headless Riders are, they resist Expel. If I had known that, I would have at least tried to pop off a Hama if I had it. They void Ice, Elec, Death, Mind, Nerve, and Curse, and they're only weak to fire. And Speed Demon itself is resistant to Slash and Gun, voids Expel, Death, Mind, Nerve, and Curse. Absorbs Elec, which I didn't realize, as you'll see a couple times, and it's also weak to fire. So be sure to have fire, or else, it's gonna take a while. But for the most part, Speed Demon just sort of, like, yells at you. And each one of the, Headless Riders can, afflict a different affinity with, or different personality trait with a different status effect. I think it's all charm, actually, but I think only Haket was ever getting hurt with it, so... Happy Trigger is the one thing you really have to worry about from the Headless Rider, but if Nemissa can pop Medea, it'll be fine. Of course, Haket doesn't really pop off the best Miragi, so it can suck. If your Nemissa is the Fire-type affinity, then you're gonna wreck this shit. Ice doesn't really help too much because I think they're all voided, but at least it's better than the Elec path where Headless Rider can absorb it. Or not Headless Rider, Speed Demon can absorb it. So if you're as ill-prepared as I am, what you're going to end up doing is just hoping that Ippon Dutara will use Somersault sometimes because dumb is a stupid fucking personality trait. And then just keep piecing away at them. But the first time I fought this guy, I hadn't upgraded any of my equipment for the main character. And I was doing jack shit for damage, really. So, like, this episode will be about 20 minutes. And it'll take me like 20 minutes just to beat all the Headless Riders. Excuse me. And let me tell you, once you defeat the Headless Riders, it's not the end. Speed Demon isn't just gonna sit there and bitch at you anymore. And that fire becomes a real battle of attrition. And Somersault isn't been helping all that much, but it's better than him just yelling, "Insubordination, yeah!" Like, why are you doing that, buddy? If you have a Zio or Bufu Path Nemissa, you might want to upgrade her sword or gun as well. Just to have her do something she can do. But once Headless Rider comes to the forefront, Nemissa should be, or your fastest healer in general, should be popping Medea 24/7. Because Headless Rider is fast. As given, not Headless, goddammit. Speed Demon is fast, and once his cronies are dead, he loves blowing happy triggers out constantly. So it's just safest for your healer to constantly be using Medea, because you can't predict when he's going to do something else. He can waste his turns with, like, Dormina. But if he uses a happy trigger and you don't have anyone healing, it's going to be pretty easy to have your squad wiped out. Now, I believe I have another skill that would, I didn't discover I had till the end, which would have made this fight go a lot smoother, but, it's fine, we can... Yeah, he has Arm Chopper as well, that's his other skill. I forget what that does, because a lot of Soul Hacker skills have weird names. Like one splash attack, which is called Find a Stick. You found a stick so hard it hurt you. It does mean that your healer's going to be wasting MP, but way better to be safe than sorry. Plus the boy has a lot of HP. So he has 959 HP. And I don't know if enemy demons use up HP for HP skills like that. I know they use up MP because one of the bosses later on, a secret boss, takes so long to kill even with like the best setup that he frequently runs out of, or it rather, it frequently runs out of MP and can't use some of its scarier skills. Though, of course, if it is using HP, by the time that it was actually relevant, you could stop using Medea, he would be so close to death anyway. Much better to give up DPS for a turn to ensure that your characters can actually stay alive. And chakra drops on... I think they heal a set amount, which is why I didn't use it on Heket. Because I did it earlier on my first time fighting this thing, and it only... I think it just gave me like one more Miragi, and I felt like I wasted it. Which is never fun. It's not fun to feel like you wasted an item. But we're coming up on the end. He's, oh, there he is. Good old Jimenez. I guess I was wrong about that one skill I had. Or it might have been when I fused something later. We get Roma Fulmen, which I forget what it does. It's a multi-hitting electric-based skill.
But hear this. This city, the place that turned me into this city will never sleep easy.
Okay, Roma Fulmen and any of the Roma skills, the lower the misses HP is, the more damage it does.
His need to go faster. And he lost his own soul. A human that transformed into a demon. It happens sometimes.
Yeah, we're kind of looking right at it.
It's all that common.
Shush! Was someone watching us just now?
But each elemental path of Nemissa gets their own skill, like Roma Calor, Roma Fulmen, and Roma Ice.
Let's go.
It's a nice skill to have. Especially its single digit apparently does ridiculous amounts of damage. Roma Grando.
It seems the demon is no longer appearing at the Amami Bypass. This is all thanks to the summoner. You.
How did you figure that out?
We can finally rest in peace. Thank you. By the way,
okay.
I need your ID to thank you properly.
That's sketchy.
Would you? I see.
Why not?
I doubt we'll ever meet again. Take care. Farewell.
Now, since this was the first time and the guy didn't tell me what to expect, I didn't do anything, but go into the bank, and you'll find a hefty reward. Right after I finish this sentence, I will put in the video I took showing what happens.
Welcome to the new era of electronic currency. A payment has been made to your account. The deposit of 50,000 yen was made via transfer from an anonymous source. What can I do for you?
So, with our last little bit of time, I figure we'll fuse some demons together.
This way, please.
We can get a little occultness together. And look at beautiful Victor. Why is he so handsome? Who's to say?
Will the result be of use? Shall I fuse these demons?
I mean, Mabufu does sound nice. Anyways, peace out, Vajanic and Harpy. Because now we have Shax. Who I think in Apocalypse is actually a pretty endgame, like, boss-type demon. Sometimes the level curves with demons are weird in SMT. Like in, Devil Survivor 1, Ogre is, like, a really basic demon. And in, like, Strange Journey, is like level 50, I think. Cool. Now we have less demons to go around, but, they all matter more to me. They're stronger.
What will you do?
Less fire to go around, but... believe we can fix that up just by recruiting more demons later on. Anyway, Bundatara, stop sucking up my magnetite. Get a job. Anyway, I think now is the perfect time to end this episode, as it is the end. So, I will see you all next time.